It's funny to hear a female talk about routes, like.
In relationship, Mia Mignon.
What's up, sports freak?
Listen, I know sports better than most females.
Love. You know, what do you know about love? What do you possibly think you know about love? You know, I'm sick and tired of men using love like it's some kind of disease you just catch. Love should have brought your ass home last night.
Maury Lang Show with the Renegade Relationship. Let me shatter that myth real quick before you go on. Just because a woman likes sex all the time does not make her a freak. Yes. Hey, Patreon.
Welcome to another episode of Routes and Relationships where I am Mia Mignon.
And I am Maury Langshaw.
Together we're Routes and Relationships. Hello, Routes and Relationship fans.
What's up, y'all? What's up, fam? It's been a minute. Haven't heard from you guys in a while.
Yes.
We're back.
Orderman, we're back.
We are back with the Western Conference Finals. And what are we doing on the relationship side?
On the second half of the show, we're talking about your worst dating scenario. Worst dating stories.
Worst dating stories.
Yep, your worst dating stories.
I have a few of those.
I can't wait to hear those. If you have a worst dating stories, we want to share your story. So make sure you hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. You know what we need? We need a Snapchat.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Snapchat.
Yeah, me neither. So
anybody with Snapchat
that
wants to help us out.
Millennials want us old heads to be trying to get on Snapchat. I'm sorry, I'm not a Snapchat person. Won't be on it.
But still,
I barely use Facebook.
I want to get on Snapchat because I want to talk to the young people.
Yeah, okay.
Snapchat is demographic from 18 to 25, and I want to talk to those people.
They don't want to listen to you. You're an old man.
I'm an old man.
All they want to do is call
I
you
have something
bullshit.
to teach them. I have something to teach them, and I want to talk to them. So anybody that's Snapchat snabby, hit us up. We want you to help us set up Snapchat and show us how to use it. Because our kids are not doing a good job.
Well, you know what? They use YouTube and Snapchat. Millennials can go to YouTube and find us there.
All right, everything at Routes and Relationships, Twitter, Routes_ships.
That's us.
All right, Western Conference Finals. Western Conference Playoffs.
Second round.
Yeah, let's do our personal recap of the first round. What we would have said, because we did the Eastern Conference when it first started, and we made our predictions. Since we're kind of late to the game, we're gonna get into this second round. But what would have the first round looked at from a sports freak's perspective?
Exactly the way it looks right now, with the exception of...
She would be rich right now.
With the exception of New Orleans.
You would have had the Blazers?
Sweeping Portland the way they did. I would have at least thought that would have been a 4-2 kind of game in 6 games. And
for the Pelicans?
No, it would have been the Blazers, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that New Orleans. Not that they weren't playing well, but I wouldn't have thought that they would have beat Portland.
That was 4 straight at that.
Yeah.
The Thunder and the Jazz. My initial prediction would have been the Thunder in a really, really close game. But then, as we talked, we kind of talked through things like we did with the draft, and I said, you know what? The Carmelo Anthony factor is just real.
Yes.
The dude is just not a winner, and he will never be on a winning team because, 1, he can't put his ego away. For 2, he could have come off the bench and be a role player, which ties into his ego. And the dude just is not a winner. Some people are just winners. And Carmelo Anthony is not one of them. So he's going to be a detriment wherever he's been, wherever he goes, and who he's with. That's why the Thunder can't even come out the first round. And they've never not come out the first round.
Well,
yes, I said never not. Yes, I said never not.
They did this year, and oh well. I have no love lost for them. So, I don't even like OKC. That's it. Honestly speaking. I really don't. I like Paul George. And I'm Russell Westbrook. I'm okay.
I'm a fan.
It's all right.
I'm a fan of Westbrook.
I can do with him. I can do without him. Makes me no difference.
So now that they're out, the Jazz face the Rockets.
Yes.
Did they sweep the Timberwolves? Or it was like 4-1? I think it was 4-1
No,
because
Timberwolves won.
they won one in overtime, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, they won. They won a game.
So the Rockets face the Jazz.
Yes, they do.
The Pelicans, who have swept the Blazers, they face the Warriors.
The Warriors come out and play.
So who do you have? What do the Rockets and Jazz look like? And what do the Pelicans and Warriors look like?
The Rockets are gonna have their hands full, which they did last night with Utah, and I think after Utah beating them last night, and the little young boys kept dunking on them like they were in the All-Star Dunk Contest. They kind of
happened one time.
It happened twice. Did you see the dunk
You
that?
kept on dunking on them.
Did you see the dunk that Donovan Mitchell did?
No.
That he threw to himself in the
No.
middle of the game? Right. So, like I said, now that Houston sees that Utah is no joke and they're not playing with us, maybe they can step up and kind of get rid of Utah. But I doubt it. It's going to be hard to get rid of Utah.
So what do you predict?
Based on how Utah is playing, I'm going to go ahead and say that they might come out of this round unscathed.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
You what?
I like Chris Paul, and I want to see Chris Paul make it. I want to see Chris Paul get out of this round, but I don't know. I just think Houston is kind of reading their own press clippings here and think that they can just go out there and show up in red and just beat Utah. They're going to have to play a full game. Not one quarter, not two quarters. Like, you're going to have to play all four when it comes to Utah.
You want to know why I'm laughing? Because you always make these bold predictions that are just so outlandish that it makes me giggle.
Good. And then it comes true.
There's no way that the Utah Jazz, with a stud rookie and a bunch of role players, is going to beat James Harden and Chris Paul, two perennial all-stars with great role players. There's no way.
Well, if I'm correct, I do recall there's a time where someone sitting to my right says James Harden at some point is going to be James Harden in the playoffs, but he's just not going to show up. He's going to be a great MVP during the year, but as the playoffs go on, he's going to disappear.
Right.
And guess what? As this second round goes on, he's going to start to disappear.
Not this early. I do believe James Harden is not a gamer, and he needs a bona fide help, which he has in Chris Paul, because Chris Paul can carry games. I'm not sure if their defense is good enough, but James Harden will fade because I don't think he's a gamer. I think he's a Peyton Manning type. I think he's a great regular season when the spotlight is not on him. He can perform, and he's a great player. You know what? He's a really, really, really good player. But when it comes down to crunch time, he's no Jordan, he's no LeBron, even Kevin Durant falls in that category now. He can't. He's going to come up short. He's a John Wall and Bradley Beal type player in the clutch. And I'm not saying that John, before people start writing this and commenting, I'm not saying John Wall, Bradley Beal. I mean, James Harden is the same caliber player as John Wall. I'm saying their play in situational basketball is the same. They're not going to hit the big shot. It's going to be a turnover or a missed shot. And that's how James Harden is. I think he is the true guy that we saw at OKC when he came off the bench and stunk it up when the OKC went to the finals against the Spurs.
Yeah, he does all of that in the regular season. And now that the playoffs is underway and the second round has a little bit more pressure than the first round, he is going to disappear. And I am going to go ahead and take Utah in their orange uniforms and take it to the championship.
Yeah, I don't think even with Harden, even if you say Harden is going to disappear, I think the Rockets are still a better team than Utah.
They are.
And Utah will lose this series. Houston will win this series 4-2.
Okay. All right. I'll take Utah for 200, Alex.
I'm going to take Houston for 1,000.
Houston for 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm not worried about Utah. I think they played great basketball yesterday, and I think mentally Houston slept on them. You know, they beat them easily the first game. They're at home. I just think they slept on them. Utah is playing without Ricky Rubio, so they're missing a starting player.
Rubio's
So-
there.
He didn't play last.
Oh,
He's
no,
hurt.
not Rubio. I'm thinking about Rudy Gobert.
No, he's
Yes.
no. They're missing their point guard who ate them, who crushed Russell Westbrook last series. So Houston thinks Rubio is a key component, and with him not being there, they just mentally just didn't respect him. As you saw in the second quarter, they were up by 19 in the second quarter, and coming out of the second half, Houston said, "Wait a second. I know, you know, they're playing without their starting point guard. We slept on them, but come on, guys." And they came back. And they came back to even take the lead in the third quarter. But, you know, too little, too late.
Yeah.
Utah played their hearts out. And I don't think they're going to play like that again. They basically got a home win. And it's going to be 2-2.
Yeah. And you said it was going to be, what, 4-2?
4-2.
4-2 Houston?
Yeah.
Okay. We will have to revisit this because I'm going with Utah.
And
Next.
I'm going with Houston.
Who do we have next?
Warriors and the Pelicans.
Yeah, this one right here is pretty obvious. Warriors. I don't care who's playing, whether Steph is playing, whether Steph is not playing. And just pick your poison. The Warriors, not much discussion there.
Yeah, I agree. The Warriors is with Durant, without Steph Curry, with Durant. There's no, I can't see a way that Anthony Davis tops the Warriors.
Now, you might have some flashy moments. You know, they might give you a little something to say, ooh, but it won't last long. I think the most compelling thing that's going on right now between the Warriors and the Pelicans is Charles Barkley want to punch Draymond Green in the face.
Tell Charles Barkley to shut the hell up.
God damn it! Will you shut the hell up? Nobody gives a rat's ass.
My God. I think he has the non-championship syndrome.
He's bitter, angry old man.
Yeah. Do you hear any champion like Dr. J, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird? Do you hear any other noted superstar, legend, champion talking about they want to punch a current player in the face?
No,
No.
I don't.
The only people that would say that are people who have not won championships and are bitter about it. And it just so happens Draymond Green is the champion. Shut the hell up, Charles Barkley.
Well,
What's his Twitter name?
I don't know.
Fat Charles. Charles Barkley. Shut up. Shut your
up,
fat
Charles.
freaking mouth.
Shut your mouth and your fat ass, boy.
You know, my
Charles
sister used to be in love with Charles Barkley.
Yeah, when he played, sure. I'm sure a
She
lot of
still
women
has
think
a,
that.
she still has a infinite.
Man,
She still
nobody-
likes him.
Nobody like no damn Charles
Well, she
Barkley.
does. And
Charles Fat.
Barkley and Michael Irvin, those are her two favorites.
Man.
Her two husbands.
Shut up. It's funny because during the halftime, they talked about that where Charles Barkley said he wanted to punch Draymond Green in the face, and Kenny and Shaq and Ernie, they pulled out a clip. I don't know if it's an Instagram clip or Facebook, whatever clip of Draymond Green boxing with the trainer. Part of his training routine is boxing, so they pulled out and Draymond Green was boxing. And I don't think Charles Barkley want to see any parts of Draymond Green. Shut up, fat Chuck.
Like the young kids say, he don't want that smoke.
Is that what the Snapchatters say?
Yes, Charles don't want that smoke. So, I'm going with the Warriors.
I'm going with the Warriors too. If they don't underestimate the Pelicans for 4 games, then they'll take care of business.
Yeah, so it'll be Golden State and Utah for me. That's going to be playing for the Western Conference Championship.
I'm still giggling.
And he can giggle all day long. And yes, Golden State and Utah.
So Golden State and Utah, and if that happens, Golden State will sweep Utah and it won't even be in the series.
Listen.
And then they'll be mad because they're waiting 2 weeks to play in the NBA Finals.
They're going to beat them so damn bad in the daggone championship that, you know what, they just going to call it. They're going to be like, you know what, just go ahead and give it to Golden
So
State.
the Warriors going to beat the Jazz?
Yes.
So you're picking the Jazz to go to get
To
beat
go
up?
lose, yes.
My Lord.
Yes,
All right, well, I
that's
got
what I'm picking.
I got I have what everybody in the whole country has. Houston against Golden State.
That's why I'm the sports freak, and that's why I look the way I look and act the way that I act, because I'm always right.
Were you right about the Eastern Conference so far?
No, because
Right.
Indiana
Right.
on that bullshit.
But I tell you,
You told me
I
that
said
that
Vic
you
was
said-
not ready.
But he was ready. Vic did everything that he was supposed to do.
nah, Vic played poorly. He just had a lot of points.
Okay.
His field goal percentage was like 35%.
You see how the relationship guy always tried to tell me just so he could come out on top.
No, but I'm saying, but you said you're always right, and we're looking
I
at
am
predictions.
always right.
We're looking at
always
predictions.
right.
We're always right, except for when you're wrong.
I know what I did say.
What?
That Toronto was not going to lose at home to
I
the
was
Wizards.
wrong about that.
They were not going to lose at home to the Wizards.
Well, did I say the Wizards going to? No, I said Toronto was going to
You
win.
said
right?
Toronto was
Yeah.
going to win, yes.
But it's going to be like 7 games. But anyway, the Western Conference Finals. So we got Houston and Golden State. You have Utah and Golden State.
Utah and Golden State.
And that means you have Golden State going to the finals easily.
Easily.
And I have Golden State beating Houston 4-2.
4-2.
And that's where you guys gonna be shocked at James Harden. Like, wow, what the heck? He's shooting 12 for 28. What the heck? Wait, he has 7 turnovers. What the heck? Y'all are gonna say that to yourselves, and you're gonna come back to this podcast and say, Maury Langshaw, the renegade the relationship guy. Damn, he know his sports. And watch what you say about James Harden.
Okay. On that note, since this relationship guy knows so much about sports, let's find out what he knows about relationships. Let's talk about dating stories here.
We're talking about worst dating stories now. I want you guys to share with us. Please go to the website and comment under this podcast post and let us know your worst dating story. We want to share the worst dating stories with all the fans of Routes and Relationships. So my worst dating story, I don't have a lot of them, but I remember one time I was much younger, and I'm real silly. I'm to the borderline goofy. Like, I like to laugh, and I'm silly, where it could be embarrassing to the wrong type of person. So I remember me and my boy, we went out, kind of like on a triple date almost. We were with we weren't girlfriend, boyfriend, but we were on dates, just dates, hanging out. We went to Georgetown to this pool hall. And I'm talking to everybody in the pool hall.
I hate this guy. He's so obnoxious.
Oh, get a nigga a J.
Kind of just making fun of him. Like, and you can tell when I'm not being sincere when I say, how you doing? And I'm talking shit to, the pool players.
This smell like shit. Do you smell shit? I smell shit.
And I noticed my date is kind of reserved. So I go to engage her the same way I'm engaging everybody else, kind of being silly and playful, and she's not feeling it. So I'm like, uh-oh. Even my boy, who knows me very well, is like, uh-oh. So we leave the pool hall, and we're in the car. I'm in the back seat with my date. He's driving, and his date is in the front seat. And it's a nice day outside, so the windows are down. So we're riding down Georgetown, riding through Georgetown, and I kind of have my arm out the window, and we're all making small talk within the car. But as we're driving, and if you've ever been to Georgetown, you don't drive fast.
Right.
So I have my hand out the window, and I start talking to people outside walking on the sidewalk. So everybody thinks that's funny because I'm not saying much. I'm just chopping it up with people walking down the sidewalk while we're in the car driving. So my buddy, he's up there laughing. His date's kind of giggling. I look over my date. She is not happy. I continue to do me. I'm me. That, she got twisted face over here, so I'm definitely not feeling it. I continue to do me. And when I feel somebody, if I'm being playful and silly like that, and you don't feel it, and I don't think it's warranted for you to be that frustrated, I'm going to turn it up.
Right.
So now I'm talking loud to everybody. I'm talking to the farthest person who can hear me. So all of a sudden I hear from the penny section, it's like, could you stop that, please? Like, could you stop that? So my buddy is like, uh-oh. I said, what? Stop what? I ain't like nothing. So it became real contentious for the next like 30 minutes to the point that I said to my buddy, you know, take me back to my car. So that's my worst date. As boring as that is, that's my worst date where I had to end it and go back to my car.
I get it. I understand it. Nowhere near my worst date, but I definitely understand it.
I can't wait to hear this. Turn your volume up. Make sure you close your doors. Roll up the windows. Close your office door, because what you're about to hear, I'm scared to hear what you for your ears.
I have a lot of worst dates, actually. I had to actually put it in a jar and pick out which one that I was going to tell. I had that many bad dates.
You have more than 3?
Yes.
All right,
there's some white dudes out here.
White dudes?
Whack.
Oh, whack.
Whack dudes out
whack
here.
dudes, my bad. I thought you said white dudes.
Yes, there's a lot of white dudes out here. But no, there's some whack guys out here. I'll probably say my worst date was with, let's call him Sean. Because I know I'm going to have to say names. So I'm going to call him Sean. So this was before we had cell phones and all of this other stuff, right? So, and I never had anybody pick me up from my house. They will always pick me up from my cousin's house. So, got to know Sean. We talked. All we did was talk on the phone. Sean said, okay, I want to take you out on a date. I'm going to come pick you up. I'll be there at 7-ish. So he got there at like 7 o'clock. He said, oh, I bought you something. I got in the car. You know, I hate for people to kind of like touch me when I don't know you, when he kind of touch my face to tell me how pretty I am. I don't understand why he just couldn't say, you know, you look nice. So he touched my face, so that is...
Wait a minute, bitch! Now, I ain't no killer, you understand me? Okay. But don't you push me, don't you touch me!
That's number 1. But yes, he touched my face. Like so he was like, you're so pretty. And I was like, oh.
Like that? Like what?
Yes.
You got to see it on YouTube, guys.
Yes. So I was like, oh,
that's
okay,
nice.
thank you. Kind of put my hand up a little bit to kind of block it. So that was strike number 1. So he said, I bought you something. It's for later. And I was like, okay. So as we were driving to the restaurant, so I guess I couldn't wait. He said, here, you can open it because this will be for later on for our date.
That's sweet. I can't not see how this is going bad. He bought you a gift. Oh my goodness, that is really sweet.
He gave me a box.
Oh my goodness.
On the box it had a note. So the note said that I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I would like to see you in this and would like to see you in this soon. So he gave me a box. And I opened the box. First date, first time I'm ever going out with him. Very first date. He gave me a box. I opened up the box. Can I tell you what it was?
Of course. Everybody wants to know what it was.
It was some lingerie.
We kind of figured that.
And he said,
wear it.
I rented us a cabin. We're not going to the restaurant, but we're going to a cabin. Right then and there, you know how I think. I said, oh, hell no, you will not be taking me to a cabin to not get sex and throw my ass in the woods. So then I had to act like a goddamn fool. I was like, you don't pull this MF car over right now, act like I was pure ignorance, act like a fool to the point where he had to turn around, take me back to my cousin's house, called me 304 bitches. I counted. He called me 304 bitches.
And she is the type that would count. He's like, you call me a bitch 304 times.
No, I didn't count, but he did. He called me a lot of bitches. And I went inside of my cousin's house, and I told him to never, ever in his life call me again. Don't look at me. Don't even mention the girl's name. That's found with a mutt. Don't even do it.
He can't say mutt.
No, he can't even say mutt. So I don't care.
This new girl's name is Marjorie.
Well, he better call her G or something. I was so mad. Like, this is my first time meeting you, dude. We only had 2 conversations on the phone, and you talk about I bought you some lingerie, and you gonna take me to a cabin?
Hey, that's some player shit right there.
Yeah, okay. Well, his ass
he was
got
nice
played.
About it. That's some player shit right there.
He got played. You better take that piece of lingerie to your main chick or whatever she was, because no, that was my worst date.
The problem where he felt that he told you where he was going too soon.
Oh, I would have had a fit if he would have drove to a cabin. Oh my God, I would have had a fit. I probably
more than the ignorant fit you did have.
Yes. Shit, I probably would have killed him and threw his ass in the woods someday.
Oh man, that's some plain shit. He bought you some lingerie.
He did. He
hey
bought
baby,
me some.
I want to see
First of all, he
you
touched my face. He touched my face. Oh, and I had my other one. I don't know. See, these two rival each other. My other one was a Jamaican dude. This one I said I was never,
be careful,
ever going to date another Jamaican in my life. I don't know how you and I got together, but that's a whole nother story.
We'll go on.
So we went out. We spent the day together. And he took me to the boxing gym because he was a boxer. So he wanted to show off his body. He wanted to flex and all his little friends. I should have known. He touched my face too.
He wanted you to see the sweat
glistening
all over his body.
Yes, he wanted.
Well, water would just glisten all over your body. What'd you say? Water would glisten all over your body.
Everybody else to see me as well, and he kept calling me girlfriend. He kept saying, "This is my girlfriend. This is my wife. This is my girl. This is my girl." Man, a week or two, know each other, maybe 2 weeks. So.
You've known each other for 2 weeks?
Known each other for 2 weeks. This is our very first date. We go to the boxing gym.
Okay.
So I watched him do his boxing thing. Then when it was over, he was like, "Okay, you want to go get something to eat?" So I said, "Okay, sure." You know, we go to a restaurant, and the restaurant, before we walk in, gets raided.
It's raided?
Raided. Like the police was coming in there.
Running towards Don Pablo's. Running Don Pablo's. They're running to Don Pablo's. Red sweatshirt. He had a red jacket on. Black male.
And all of this little other stuff.
As you were like about to walk in?
Well, we was about to walk in.
So the police were like, "Excuse me, step out of the way. Get out of the way." He's like, "Oh shit, what the hell's going on?"
And he leaves. He's gone.
Wait, what? See, I'm lost.
He leaves. We get to the restaurant. He sees the police come. First of all, he sees them, and he's gone. And I turn around, and he's nowhere to be found. And it's the police going, and I'm like, what the hell? So I had to call my cousin and tell my cousin, "Can you come pick me up?"
If I'm understanding your story,
pick me up. He leaves.
He left you at the restaurant. He saw the police and just ran and took off and just.
Yeah, his car was still there though, but he was gone. He was gone. So.
All right.
I had to, get
Please, somebody top that. Somebody top that one.
Yeah. So anybody that touched my face from that point, I was in my 20s, early 20s. So as I got a little bit older, when you started touching my face, that was it. We didn't.
Except for me.
You didn't even touch my face.
I did.
Not when we first met. Not when we first met.
I put my hands around your neck. My fault. That's my fault. That's not your face.
Not when
it was
first,
your neck.
Not
my
when
bad.
we first met. No.
Okay.
No.
You got another one. You have more. You have a worse. Well, you said you had more than 3.
I did. I had some. I told you it was some whack dudes in the 90s. In the early 90s.
So give me another one. I can't imagine. Like, I just can't imagine bad dates. Like, what could be so bad that you just either end the date, you don't want to ever talk to them again? What could be that bad?
Well, it'd be the fact that you automatically assumed that I was going to put this piece of lingerie on and go away. I don't even know you. That I'm going to even go away with you somewhere in a different state in the woods and have sex with you. I don't even know you do. I just know your name is Sean. I don't know your middle name. I don't know your last name. I don't even know if you actually lived in Landover or if the white Mercedes you were driving was yours. I don't know you, dude. So no, I'm not putting on no lingerie for you and sleeping with you and I just met you. No, thank you.
Somebody was upset. That's about playing shit, though. I would have waited till I got to the cabin, though.
Yeah, I was fired up. My cousin was like, I thought you went out on a date. I was like, yeah, okay.
Your cousin probably called you stupid. Girl, you better take that lingerie. You get a free weekend at a cabin?
No, that particular cousin was like, oh, hell no. What does he do? We can go fuck him up.
Ratchet cousin. I try to stay away from ratchet people. That's her response? Oh, Lord.
Yes, well, it was early 90s. Everybody had a little...
Tell me another one. I want to hear another bad dating
I don't have
story.
any more. We're going to let the people...
I thought you had 3 bad date stories.
I do have 3 bad dating stories. I don't want to go there.
If you know either one of us, you listen to this podcast, you've dated either one of us, tell us if you've had a bad dating experience with either one of us that I can't remember. If you had a dad dating... What the hell is wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me? A bad dating relationship or bad dating outing with me, Maury, or a bad dating outing with Mia?
Well,
If y'all are listening, tell on us.
Well, I'm sure all of my exes will probably tell you that they had a bad experience with me.
It's bad relationship. We're talking about dating.
Bad. Well, no, they never had a bad date.
Well, they can't do. Well, they won't call it. So it's not gonna be an ex.
No, yeah, they did have a bad date with me.
Right. I want y'all to tell. Comment. Go to the routesinrelationships.com
Maybe
website.
when I threw up on the guy on the date.
Because you were drunk.
Well, you know, I was going through some things back then.
Lord have mercy.
And I kind of mixed my vodka and cranberry juice with vodka and grapefruit juice because they ran out of cranberry juice. So I drank the grapefruit juice, and that didn't work.
You got sick and threw up?
Yes.
That's nasty.
It was very nasty. I haven't thrown up since then, and I was like 22.
That's nasty.
Yes, it's very nasty.
If a girl threw up on me, I'm like, this is over. That actually happened, and it's just disgusting. That's disgusting.
Yeah, well, it wasn't over when she threw up on me, so let's go. Next. It's still not over. Shots fired. Want to end the show now?
Yep.
Okay. On that note, bad dating relationship stories, Utah and Golden State.
Golden State and Houston.
Utah and Golden State.
Golden State will go to the finals and play Toronto.
Whatever. You don't think they're going to play Cleveland? No? Oh yeah, that's another show that we need to do then. On that note, we are out of here.
Peace.